So after doing my colors, I now go and do my global fonts, which is applying what we just talked about when we were talking about fluid design. So the first um, thing I do is come here to primary and actually change this to normal body text. Yeah? And then I come to my secondary and I say bold body text. I come to my text and I say this is small body text. My accent, I rename it to tiny body text. So basically, most fonts are usually in 16 pixels as the default, but you find because of most online fonts, we have a lot of variation. Uh, you might have to use uh, a higher version of the font or size, sorry, so that you may be able to display that font correctly. So the first thing you want to know is the pixels to rem converter. We have this one for Neko Calc, which is a very good converter. So basically, 16 pixels is usually equivalent to one rem as we started. And this is what I do with my um, calculator. So I usually put it to around 18 or 20 pixels based on the font that I am going to use. Now, the font that we are having here is for the body, which is what we're using, is what we call Space Grotesque. It's advisable to always come and look at the font yourself, such that you know what you are dealing with, such that this font you're sure it's comfortable and it's user friendly at 16 or at 18 or at 20 pixels. I love big fonts. So I usually put at Space Grotesque. This is our font. As you can see, that is the default. Come here to desktop. Ensure you're always on the desktop. And always come to your rem. And I will put this at 20 pixels, which is 1.25. So I usually put it at 1.25 rem. On my line height, I leave everything here is this is my normal font. This is my normal body text font, and my line height I usually put it at around 1.2 rem. So that is what I use for my normal body text. For my bold body text, it's the same thing. It's space grotesque, but now because it's bold, with my bold body text, I use it at 600 semi bold. And basically, I use the same rem for my line height, which is 1.2. And I put the same rem, which is 1.25. So I just have this one basically is bolded. Now, I'm having this as 20 pixels. So I just usually reduce it by 2 pixels so that I get my small body text. My small body text will be 1.125. That. And I just have to put my rem still at 1.2 such that I have a very good line height. And it's still space grotesque. And also my tiny, I wrote Tony. Uh, my tiny now will be 16 pixels, which will be one rem. I'll still put it at 1.2. So my weight will be normal for the tiny. So I have this very good hierarchy of fonts now that this is my tiny body text. So I usually put um, around 10 custom fonts. This is because I love just customizing my whole system and ensuring everything is okay. Now, you're wondering why we're not putting for tablet and mobile. It's because they will inherit. Before I used to put them individually one by one until I realized, wait, they do inherit. So the first font I'm going to put is going to be my H6. Yeah. And I usually start my H6 at around 20 pixels. Okay. I usually start it at around 20 pixels because my normal body text is around the same amount. So I usually love putting my H6 and my body text at the same uh, weight or slightly higher. If it's 20, I put it at 22. But I love putting it at uh, 1.25. I usually put it at a weight of 700 volt. And my line height now, because it's a title, will be around 1.1 rem. So that's how I put my H6. I go to my H5. H5 will be just, I usually graduate with 0.25. So I will be at uh, 1.5. Another thing to notice is that now for our headings, we're using this font called Teco. Teco is Google font. So Space Grotesque and this Space Grotesque and Teco are Google fonts. Amsterdam is not, and I will teach you how to add custom fonts. So we have my also my H6 at we have my H6 at Teco as well. So I have my H5 will be at 1.5 rem with also 700 volt, and I'll put a line height of 1.1. So line height is basically what we talked about. It's the font, it's the height between two lines. Okay. Let us just put this at 1.2, have it universally at 1.2 such that we have good spacing. So we do our H4. Now we're getting the rhythm. I will put it at 1.75. Put it at, now my weight will change to 800. So the only two fonts that I put at 700 is my H5 and H6. But all this is dependent on your font. So feel free to change however you suit them uh, to whatever suits you. Okay. So we go to H3. H3, if I was 1.75, I'll be at 2. I am at Teco. My weight is 800 and my line height is 1.2. But let me go to my H2. H2 is 2.25. I am at Teco. My weight is 800. My line height is 1.2. Let me go to H1. H1 will be 2.25. I usually read at Teco. My weight will be that. Line height will be 1.2. So as you can see, we have a very good flowing font weights and font sizes. So I usually have uh, what I call display fonts, and I start from display font. I just graduate my H1 because I realize there are places I would want to have bigger fonts. And my display 4 starts at 2.25. Just put my weight of 800. 1.2. So you can basically change these values based on how how they change. Um, something. Yes. Yeah, I messed up. I'm wondering why the H1 is not big. H1 is 2.5. So display 4 is 2.75. 2.5. Sorry. Display 4. 2.75. Yes, like that. So I go to display 3. For my display 3, I go and I put Teco as well. I do my weight as start. I do 3 like that, and I put my line height as 1.2. I do display 2. So at my display 2, I put Teco. I do my rem as 3.25, 800, that line height at 1.2. Finally, my display 1, I put it at 3.5. Teco, it is 3.5. That's 1.2 line height. So basically, that is my design system. Well designed. It has already inherited, as you can see on tablet. We're talking about now our line height having to change here. Uh, and go if you put at it's currently at 1.2, you have now to increase it like manually so that on bigger fonts it's bigger, as you can see like that. And you come to this one as well. You put your line height at 3, okay, such that your text is not overlapping, okay, but we will actually change this very well. Yes. So I was just showing you how everything look like.